Hey guys, welcome to my full review of the WB850F smart camera. And I am doing this review a little bit late compared to when I did my unboxing. But here is the full review. So let's get quickly started. So we'll start it off with the design. And it's a very nice design. You do get this nice matte black finish. You do get this leathery feel grip with this sort of wedge so your fingers stay right in place. And you get a little leather thumb pad so your thumb doesn't slip. And on top you get this sort of brushed metal accent. But it's not metal, it is plastic, but it does have that accent and looks very nice. And it is very solid, so the camera won't feel like it'll break. And it is very light too. And the lens, let's talk about this lens. It is a very nice designed lens, as you can see. It's very attractive, and it is a 23mm wide angle lens. It has a base aperture of 2.8 to 5.9, and you do get some nice shutter speeds of 16 to 1/2000. So in manual mode, you'll be able to take some very quick shots with the shutter speed. And let's put it. And on top here, we do get this little mode dial. We do get a shutter button, zoom toggle, power button. As you can see, it lights up when you turn it on, turns blue. It's very nice. And this does record stereo video, stereo sound with these two left and right microphones. And you do get a flash where it says WB850F on it. And if you want to activate it, you just flick the switch and the flash pops up. And this is a manual flash, so you do have to flick the switch and put it back down manually. And as you can see on the front, it does say Full HD, 21x optical zoom. You get Wi-Fi, Samsung logo. You get this infrared sort of light thing, which turns red if you take a picture. And let's turn off the camera. On the bottom here, you do get your battery door, which exposes the battery. And it's the SLB 10A battery. It's a 1030 milliamp hour battery, but really the battery life was really mediocre, and it really wasn't that great. Standby time, it lasts about a week, and it just dies completely. So I do recommend buying an extra battery, and I have made a video about the extra battery a while ago. My voice keeps on cracking. I just woke up a couple of minutes ago, so maybe that's why. And here is the SD card. It supports up to a 64GB SDXC card. And here it is. I have a 32GB SDHC card. And you just get that in there. So yeah, if you just buy an extra battery for this camera, you'll be good to go. And you do get a nice 921K pixel display, and it's a 3-inch AMOLED display, which means colors will look sharp and bright at all angles, and the colors will just be nicely saturated. So viewing pictures and video on the WB850F screen is a pleasure. And yep, here you do get your little toggle here of drive speed, which you will be able to change the frames per second, which goes to a max of 10 frames per second, and you could take a max of 8 pictures. And you could also, there is also a slow motion mode for video, so you could take some slow motion shots, but it will be shot at very low resolutions. And you do get your menu button, function button, your circle dial here, and it acts as a 4-way directional pad as well. You get your OK set button in the middle, your playback button, and your garbage can delete button. And you do also get this tiny little, I don't know if you can see it, there it is, a tiny little LED indicator there that turns green or red whether you're charging it or you turn on the camera. Alright, let's get to the review. So if we just turn it on, it is a 16.2 megapixel BSI CMOS sensor, 1/2.3 inch sensor, which means you will get some very good shots in low light with the backside illuminated sensor. And so 16.2 megapixels. We talked about the lens, shutter speed. It works great in manual mode if you just put that in manual mode, which it does have a full manual mode if you are a professional like that. And so let's give a demonstration of the shutter here. So you could adjust it quickly just by pressing the set button and then using the circle dial just to quickly adjust the settings. So if I put it on 1/90 and I try to take a shot of my hand, as you can see, my hand is sort of buffled over there. And yes, I do have a YOLO sign right here on this little dry erase board. And if I put the shutter speed over to 1/2000th of a second, actually it's a bit too dark for you to see, so I could quickly adjust it by going to the ISO. And if I do that, as you can see, my hand is captured in time, and you don't get that blurry effect like you did with the 1/90 shutter speed. And let's talk about these buttons and their functions. So if I click on the menu, I could get it to focus here. Focus. There, I could just change some settings, GPS settings, sound settings, their volume, display settings, and other settings for the camera device information and stuff like that. And if I click on the function button, it'll take me to this menu, which I could change the shutter speed, aperture, ISO. You do get face detection on here, which does work nicely. You get different autofocus points, white balance, flash, and this does have image stabilization, which means if you're on the road or if you're walking or something like that and you want to take a very nice smooth shot or video, the image stabilization will help it from all that shakiness. Alright, so that is the manual mode, which will be great for some amateurs or professionals. And we do get a smart mode, which pretty much you don't have to do anything, it just does it all smartly, I guess. So it already adjusts the aperture, shutter, ISO, all smartly, depending on where you are. It could sense all that, and you do get full 1080p HD video recording at 30 frames per second. You could go to 720p at 30 frames per second, and it goes at lower resolutions, which I don't think anybody will use. But you do get a nice video recording menu here, and you do get full 1080p. And when you scroll through the menus, this is the menus that you are presented. So it's very clean, very simple, and easy to navigate with this mode dial on top. And so let's go to the GPS feature, which you can activate by downloading the GPS application map maker from the CD that comes in the WB850F box. Download it to computer and download the software to your camera. It's simple as that. And here's the menu that you're presented with. This is your map and your compass. And then once you take pictures with the live geotagging that it could do, it will display right there, and it'll be tagged where it's been taken on the map. But I don't really use the GPS feature, but it is a neat feature. You do get mobile link, which means you could, if you download the app on your smartphone, you could link up your camera and your smartphone and exchange pictures from your camera to your smartphone, such as a Galaxy S3, 2, or an iPhone, and you could just do it like that. You do get a remote viewfinder, which I've tried and it works very well. And all you have to do is just download the remote viewfinder app, hook up the Wi-Fi that the camera has, and then all you do is just start using it as a remote viewfinder on your iPhone, which is very cool and it works very nicely. You do get social sharing, which means you could send pictures to Facebook, Picasa, YouTube, and PhotoBucket. And oops, let's go back here. and you could email your pictures or video. But once you do try to send it, you do get presented with this keyboard, and you do have to do it one by one with this direction pad and circle dial, which is very medieval and very, I guess, almost frustrating. They should have just made it a touchscreen on this camera. I don't know why. You do get cloud, which does link it up with Microsoft SkyDrive. So if you do have a Microsoft SkyDrive account, you'll be able to do that. You get PC auto backup and an all-share TV link with your Samsung Smart TV. And you do get an effects mode here, which you have your live panorama, which goes at 180 degrees, 3D photo. You get magic frame, split shot, picture. Oops. You get magic frame, split shot, picture in the frame, artistic brush, HDR function, which works very well, and a creative movie maker, which I have tried, and it's not the best, but it is useful if you want to spice up your videos and shots. And you do get a scene mode of beauty shot, night, landscape, text, sunset, dawn, backlight, and beach and snow. And we're back at your full manual mode. Alright, so this has a flash. I don't know if I just mentioned that, but it's a manual flash. And let's talk about the picture-to-picture speed on here. So if you want to take a picture, 1, 2, so it's about approximately 2 seconds if you want to take a picture to a next picture. And that's the smart mode. Let's try it with the flash, see if it does any difference with the speed of the picture taking. And I do want to turn off my lights a little bit in order for it to work properly. Close the blinds. Let's take a picture here. 1, 2, 3. So it's about 3 seconds from 2, 3. Yeah, so it's about 3 seconds from a picture to picture with a flash, and that's on the manual mode. On the smart mode, it just seems a bit hair quicker, but if you want to take some quick shots of some action, it should not be a problem. Let's turn it back on. Alright. So you do get some nice menus. You could share with social network sites. You could post onto Facebook. You could email all your content. So it's a very overall nice camera. And is there anything else we need to talk about? I don't think so. And also, on the side here, I forgot to mention, you do get this little port for mini USB and HDMI out. And I think that will be it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and please subscribe and rate, comment, and like and favorite this video. And I greatly appreciate for you guys watching, and stay tuned for more videos.